Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2024 MIAA Tournament. First round matchup featuring the Hornets of Kalamazoo College, the #1 overall seed in the tournament, and the Scots of Alma College, the #4 seed in this tournament. Good afternoon again. My name is Zach Metz. Dawson Scoopin will be joining me in the near future. That exact time yet to be determined, but we're going to bring you all the pregame coverage right here, right now for this tournament. Start by taking a look at the tournament field. #1 seed, the Hornets taking on the #4 seed, Scots right now. The game 2 of the tournament is at Adrian today. #2 seeded Adrian Bulldogs will take on the #3 seed, the Hope College Flying Dutchman. That game at 4 o'clock, same time as this one. We'll be bringing you updates on that score as this one's going on. Tomorrow, everybody will be here in Kalamazoo. The 2 winners of those games will play at 10 a.m. tomorrow. The losers of the games will play at 1 p.m. And the winner of Game 3, or rather the loser of Game 3 will take on the winner of Game 4 at 4 p.m. tomorrow as well. The winner of Game 3 will jump automatically to Friday, where they will play the winner of Game 5. And if there's necessarily needed to be a second game on Friday, there will be between whoever wins Game 3 and whoever wins Game 5. Should the winner of Game 5 defeat the winner of Game 3 in the first game on Friday. We saw that scenario play out last year when Adrian had to win 2 games on Friday to win the MIAA tournament when they took down Alma in the final. That was what claimed the Bulldogs another MIAA tournament champion. And let's turn our heads to today's matchup right here. It's Kalamazoo and Alma. We'll start with Alma. They come in at 24-16 overall, 13-8 in MIAA play. They are led by their head coach, Jason Crane. Coming off of a 3-game series against Kalamazoo, where the Hornets picked up a sweep, a 12-5 victory in Game 1, 4-2 in Game 2, and 11-10 in Game 3. Kalamazoo, 29-9. They are 16-5 in league play. They are led by their head coach, Mike Ott, who is in his 12th season with the program. Jason Crane, the head coach of Adrian, in his 6th with the Scots. Earlier today, I caught up with one of Kalamazoo's key players, Cooper Mills, their shortstop. He's hitting leadoff today. And we caught up with him to get his view on the tournament and this upcoming game and what the Hornets have to do to get through to potentially their second MIAA tournament championship in 3 years. We'll bring you his thoughts in just a few moments. We invite you to stay tuned for pregame coverage and then this game between the #1 seed Kalamazoo and #4 seed Alma right here.
Talking with Cooper Mills of Kalamazoo College Baseball ahead of the MIAA tournament, first round game against Alma. Cooper, another year where you guys win another championship. Just kind of talk about what this year's been like to you in your senior season.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I think we've got a lot more experience this year than last. We had a lot of younger guys and weren't sure what to expect, and obviously went really well in the regular season. But this year we expected the same, and we did just that. I'm excited for the tournament, kind of get some redemption from last year, and it obviously didn't go how we planned, so hopefully it goes better this year.
You mentioned redemption. Alma was a team that, similar to last year, you've had success against in the regular season, but last year in the tournament you stumbled a little bit against them. What's going to have to be different this time to get a round 1 victory over them?
Yeah, I think that last year we kind of let them hang in it too long. We got up early and then just kind of coasted, where this year I think ideally we get up and continue to score rather than just kind of take our foot off and relax and almost coast. Hopefully we got enough experience to be able to not do that again.
When you guys just played them 3 times in a matter of 3 days, picking up a sweep, when you're playing a team that many times in a row, like, what are some things you have to do to keep consistency going throughout the series like this?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team, and so are we. And in the tournament, I mean, you've seen the last few years that anything can really happen, and playing a team like Alma 4 straight times, it's tough for anyone. So it's going to be tough to kind of just continue to win. I mean, we won 3 straight, and winning 4 is really hard, but I mean, we're doing everything in our power to stay focused, and we got their scouting reports and things like that. So we just got to really hold true to what we did the first 3 times and not vary away from that.
One of the things that you've been excellent at, not just this year, but your whole career, getting on base, whether it's hits walks, all of it. What are some of the things that you do that allow for that, and you're going to have to continue that, especially when you're going to face a guy like Tyler Johnson, a guy like Gutierrez from Adrian, some of the best pitchers in this league?
Yeah, I think that not expanding the zone for them and not chasing and giving away strikes is huge. I mean, our entire team is unbelievable at getting on base. We've been top 10 in base percentage this year and the last few years. I think that not chasing, but then with 2 strikes really competing and making them work for that out and seeing more and more pitches, just it's tough on pitchers, and our pitchers say it all the time, the winner. It's tough to face our offense with how lethal we are and not striking out and just getting on base ruthlessly.
Last question for you. You're going to play a lot of games, not a lot of days. Not something that you personally or your team is not used to, but what are some kind of the most important things to keep the energy up, especially when you got to play, 2, 3, 4 games in a short amount of time?
Yeah, I think when it comes to the tournament, I mean, it's tough, but not having energy is kind of unacceptable and has never happened. I mean, if you have a problem getting up and bringing energy for the tournament games, then something's wrong with you. But I mean, I think that taking care of your body, getting good sleep, and then just ultimately getting on the field and realizing this is what we've worked for all year. We've worked for it for some of us for 4 years or 5 years. I mean, this is what we want. We're in the spot that we want, and at the end of the day, we want a dog pile in our field. So if we keep that in the back of our mind, we'll have energy all 3 days.
Appreciate the time, and good luck this afternoon and this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Heard him talk about it. Redemption. That's what this Hornet team is chasing. And why is that? A year ago, they did something they hadn't done in 97 years. Kalamazoo captured an MIAA regular season championship for the first time since 1927. Following an MIAA tournament championship in 2022, expectations couldn't have been higher for this Hornet team, but they fell short. After defeating Hope in the first round, they dropped Game 2 of the tournament to Alma, and then followed up by losing again in Game 3 against Adrian, eliminating them and ending what had been their most successful season of all time. Now they return looking for more. Not just a regular season championship, which they have accomplished, but a tournament championship, an NCAA tournament berth, and wins there. And with the lineup they have, this might just be the Hornet team to do it. On the other side, Alma comes in as a program that maybe took a dip down from being one of the powers of the MIAA, but has plenty of history to their name. Multiple championships throughout the 1950s and 70s and 80s have led them essentially to have a resurgence right now. And last year, they were 1 game away, 1 win away from taking home a tournament championship. In each of the last 2 years, they've entered the final series of the season with a shot to win the regular season championship. Today, the Scots look to begin their quest to finally get over the hump and finally get that MIAA tournament championship. It's going to be a great matchup for us today between the Hornets and the Scots. It is coming up in just a few minutes. And right now we're going to bring you the starting lineups for this game. First up for Alma College, they are the visitors in this game. Leading off, the shortstop, number 2, a 5th year from Woodhaven, Michigan, Kevin Tuttle. Batting second, the first baseman, a 5th year infielder from Woodhaven, Michigan, number 29, Avery Carnicom. Batting third, the pitcher / designated hitter from Woodhaven, Michigan, a transfer from the University of Miami University at Ohio, 5th year, Colin Chakowski. Batting fourth, the third baseman, a junior from Belleville, Michigan, number 7, Kyler Warren. Batting fifth, the left fielder, a sophomore from New Boston, Michigan, number 6, Cole Grunwald. Batting sixth, the second baseman, a 5th year senior from Canton, Michigan, number 21, Dalton D. Alexander. Batting seventh, the right fielder, a junior from Waterford, Michigan, number 41, Tony Smith. Batting eighth, the catcher, a freshman from Ithaca, Michigan, number 3, Charlie Martin. And batting ninth, the center fielder, a junior from Saline, Michigan, number 1, Mitch Foley. Pitching today for Alma, as mentioned in the lineup, it's Colin Chakowski. We'll bring you his numbers after we read the Kalamazoo lineup. Leading off, the shortstop, a senior. He is out of Commerce Township, Michigan, number 3, Cooper Mills. Batting second, the catcher, a fifth-year senior from Commerce Township, Michigan, number 9, Harrison Posat. Batting third, the third baseman, a sophomore from Rockford, Michigan, number 7, Ryer Reinhardt. Batting fourth, the second baseman, a junior from Oakland, Michigan, number 14, David Steckow. Batting fifth, the first baseman, a sophomore from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, number 23, Robert Newland. Batting sixth, the left fielder, a junior from Adrian, Michigan, number 10, Tanner Hawkins. Batting seventh, the center fielder, a senior from Kalamazoo, Michigan, number 33, Lucas Bolton. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 18, sophomore from Valparaiso, Indiana, Logan Lockhart. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, freshman from Whitmore Lake, Michigan, number 6, Alex DiDio. Pitching today for Kalamazoo, a junior from Perrysburg, Ohio, number 24, Jacob Davis. Time to take a look at the pitching matchup today. It's Colin Chakowski against Jacob Davis. We'll look at Chakowski first, as mentioned, the fifth-year senior from Woodhaven, Michigan. Will make his 9th start of the year. He has a 1-5 overall win-loss record. Pitched 33 2/3 of an inning. Get up 30 hits, 25 earned runs, 27 walks, 47 strikeouts, a 2.29 batting average against. Has a 6.68 ERA. A lot of us may have expected to see Tyler Johnson, Alma's ace, the reigning MIAA pitcher of the year in this game, but it is Chakowski that gets the nod. He's a left-handed arm. Not many left-handed arms in the league with the sort of pedigree that he has. However, the Hornets did face him once, and he struggled, only lasting an inning in that game. It was the game 3 of the series as the coaches get ready to meet on the mound. Now, we're going to take a look at Jacob Davis for the Hornets. The junior will make his 11th start of the year. He's got a 6-2 win-loss record. Gone the distance 3 total times. Has pitched 2 shutouts, 63 1/3 of an inning pitched, giving up 65 hits, 28 earned runs, 12 walks, 43 strikeouts, a 1.23 whip, a 2.66 average against, and a 3.98 ERA. The coaches are meeting with the umpires right now. Our umpires today will be Andy Joseph behind home plate. Ian Land will be the first base umpire. Jim Moreno will be at third. The national anthem and the announcement of the starting lineups is coming up next. We are just a few moments away from the beginning of the 2024 MIAA tournament. We thank you all for tuning in. Again, my name is Zach Metz. Dawson Scoopin will be joining me in just a few minutes. We hope you all enjoyed today's broadcast of the MIAA tournament first round, featuring the number 1 seed Kalamazoo and the number 4 seed Alma.
Providing a positive environment for today's competitors by refraining from making disparaging, racist, sexist, or other derogatory comments during today's events. The MIAA encourages all of today's participants and be positive. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Woodworth Field, home of Kalamazoo College baseball. Today's MIAA tournament contest pits the Alma Scots against the Hornets of Kalamazoo. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the Scots, leading off, number 2, the shortstop, Kevin Tuttle. Batting second, number 29, the first baseman, Avery Carnicom. Batting third, number 28, the pitcher, Colin Chakowski. Batting fourth, number 7, the third baseman, Kyler Warren. Batting fifth, number 6, the left fielder, Cole Grunwald. Batting sixth, number 21, the second baseman, Dalton DeAlexander. Batting seventh, number 41, the right fielder, Tony Smith. Batting eighth, number 3, the catcher, Charlie Martin. Batting ninth, number 1, the center fielder, Mitch Foley. Alma is coached by head coach Jesse Crane and is assisted by Dave Barris, Joe Yorkchuk, and Brian Martin. Now for the home team, the Hornets of Kalamazoo, leading off at senior, number 3, the shortstop, Cooper Mills. Batting second, the fifth-year senior, number 9, the catcher, Harrison Hozat. Batting third, the sophomore, number 7, the third baseman, Ryer Reinhardt. Batting fourth, the junior, number 14, the second baseman, David Steckow. Batting fifth, the sophomore, number 23, at first base, Robert Newland. Batting sixth, the junior, number 10 in left field, Tanner Hawkins. Batting seventh, the senior, number 33, the center fielder, Lucas Bolton. Batting eighth, the sophomore, number 18, the right fielder, Logan Lockhart. Batting ninth, the freshman, number 6, the designated hitter, Alex DiDio. And pitching for the Hornets, a junior, number 24, Jacob Davis. Kalamazoo is coached by head Mike Ott and assisted by Matt Ellenbest, Brendan Craig, J.B. McBride, Matt Rayfeld, and Ryden Beadle. Now, would you please ride, gentlemen, remove your caps and face the flag located above the scoreboard to honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
Here we go. The 2024 MIAA tournament is about to get underway here at Kalamazoo. The other first-round matchup taking place at Adrian is underway. The number 2 seed, the Adrian Bulldogs, taking on the number 3 seed, the Hope College Flying Dutchman. We talked about Jacob Davis before the game in the pregame as Dawson Scoopin now able to join me. Scoop, appreciate you coming back. Big one today, and a big start for Davis, but he's a guy who's been able to go deep in games, and the Hornets are really going to need that today, aren't they?
Yeah, Mess. Well, thank you again for having me. And obviously to win this tournament, you're going to need your starting pitchers to go the way, and keep some of your arms in the back pocket for when you really need them down in those more important games coming up. So, hopefully he can pitch a lot of innings today and lead the Hornets to a victory.
We read Alma's lineup before. We'll do it real quick one more time. Leading off, the shortstop, Kevin Tuttle. Batting second, the first baseman, Avery Carnicom. Batting third, the pitcher, Chris Chakowski. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Kyler Warren. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Cole Grunwald. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Dalton DeAlexander. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Tony Smith. Batting eighth, the catcher, Charlie Martin. Batting ninth, the center fielder, Mitch Foley. As mentioned with Davis, he's starting his 11th game of the year, 6-2 win-loss record, 3 complete games, 2 shutouts, 63 and 1/3 of an inning pitched, 65 hits, 28 earned runs, 12 walks, 43 strikeouts, a 1.23 whip, 2.66 average against, a 3.98 earned run average. Final warm-up pitch has been thrown, and we are about to get this game underway between the Hornets and the Scots. Time for my 2 favorite words in baseball, play ball.
Number 2, Kevin Tuttle.
Kevin Tuttle will lead off. He's got a 3.49 average with 4 home runs and 31 RBIs. If you remember on Thursday last week, he went deep in the first at-bat of the game. 4:03 is my clock. Davis winds up, throws the first pitch, in for a strike. Time for Hornet baseball again at Woodworth Field. And the count is 0-1. Bringing the Hornet defensive alignment in one moment as Davis will wind up throw the 0-1. Slider that just misses down and away. For a ball, you got Davis on the mound. You got Harrison Posat behind the plate. Robert Newland at first. David Steck out at second. Ryer Reinhardt, the third baseman. Cooper Mills at short. The outfield from left to right. Tanner Hawkins, Lucas Bolton, Logan Lockhart. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball popped up, foul and out of play. And Davis ahead in the count now 1-2.
Yeah, Metz, and as you said, Tuttle, I mean, obviously the 5th year, and he's been in a lot of big games, but none bigger for this one. And for Alma, I mean, after losing 3 straight to the Hornets, looking to get back on the winning side of things.
1-2. Upstairs again with a fastball. Alma, as mentioned in the pregame, were on the doorsteps of an MIAA tournament championship last year. Needed to win 1 game against Adrian. They dropped both of them, leading the Bulldogs to another championship as 2-2 is inside with a breaking ball, and the count runs full to Tuttle. Avery Carnicom, the dangerous, dangerous first baseman, is on deck. Davis set, winds up the 3-2. Is fouled straight back. And we will do it one more time. Davis will get his signal. Here comes the 3-2. On a line at short, Cooper Mills fields on a hop. A very nice play to get the first out of the ball game.
Yeah, Metz, and as you just said, a great play right there by Cooper Mills. I mean, that ball kind of came right at him, but took a short hop, and a really difficult play for him to make, but makes it with ease and gets the first out for the Hornets.
Our game time temperature, 77 degrees, mostly sunny. We survived the tornado, and we are playing baseball today.
Yeah, an absolutely beautiful day here at Woodward Field. I mean, after that horrible weather yesterday.
We hope everyone affected by that tornado down in the Portage area is okay and doing as well as they can be, as Avery Carnicom flies the first pitch to center field. A long run for Lucas Bolton, who will get there and make the catch as that ball just hung in the air. And it is critical to take outs from him when you can get him, because Carnicom is incredibly dangerous. Tons of power in that bat. Colin Chakowski comes to the plate now. The 5th-year senior from Woodhaven has a .373 batting average. He's going to pitch too. Has 2 home runs and 43 RBIs. First pitch misses high. Chakowski's been around the block in terms of college baseball. He started his career at the University of Michigan, moved on to Miami, Ohio, and now playing his 5th year at Alma. 1-0. In for a strike with a fastball. Chakowski out of the left-handed batter's box. Also 43 RBIs, has been very productive. A very nice find for Jason Crane and the Scots. 1-1 and a bit of a half swing, and it goes straight back. It's 1-2.
Yeah, Metzen, as you said, obviously been around a lot of baseball, and hopefully the Scots can use him in a big way here in this game, you know, with all that experience.
Davis with a long look in. 1-2. Hit down the left field line and foul. Well out of play. Again, the 1-2. And again, fought off by Chakowski. Alma in their kind of a cream color white uniforms. They have the letters and numbers in maroon. outlined in what looks like they're kind of darker, plaidish color, maybe black. Tough to tell from where we're at. They have maroon hats with a cream A on it. 1-2 again. Swing and a miss. Davis gets him fishing. A 1-2-3 inning for the Hornet Ace to start this game. We go to the bottom of the first. Kalamazoo and Alma tied at 0. Bottom of the first here in Kalamazoo. Colin Chakowski will take the mound for Alma. We mentioned his pitching stats in the pregame. We'll do it one more time. It's his 9th start of the year, 1-6 win-loss record, 33 2/3 of an inning, 30 hits, 25 earned runs, 27 walks, 47 strikeouts, 2.29 average against, 6.68 earned run average. He has started one game against Kalamazoo. It was game 3 of the series. Didn't last very long. Only threw an inning. Threw his first 10 pitches for balls, gave up an earned run. Walked 3, struck out 2, and now he's going to face the heart of the Hornet order. He played against a lineup that was primarily guys that come off the bench for Kalamazoo after they'd already clinched the title. He's going to face Cooper Mills. The shortstop has a 3.21 average. Looks at ball 1. He's got 29 RBIs with it. Here's the Hornet lineup. Mills leading off, batting second, the catcher, Harrison Posette. Batting third, the third baseman, Ryer Reinhardt. Batting fourth, the second baseman, David Stackow. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Robert Newland. As time is called, batting sixth, the left fielder, Tanner Hawkins. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Lucas Bolton. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Logan Lockhart. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Alex DiDio. As time was called by Alma's catcher, maybe they're having some sort of pitch comm issue.
Yeah, looks like it. Switching out bracelets.
Trying to figure out their pitch comm situation. It actually happened to the Hornets at Olivet, where Harrison Posette lost his while throwing a ball down to second base, and took him almost 2 pitches to realize he had lost it.
Well, that's what happens when you got a fifth-year catcher back there. Just kind of does it himself. But Mets, how long do you give him before you just start telling him to go with hand signals?
You just wonder if have they practiced it. And now you see Martin, the catcher, pulling out the wristband.
Yeah, put on
I think
old
that's
school
their
playmaker right there.
I think that's got to be the backup plan. And so now you're going to get the Alma dugout calling out the pitches. The count's 1-0 to Mills as Chakowski steps back onto the rubber. He'll work out of the stretch, or rather out of the windup. 1-0 is in for a strike. Let's look at Alma in the field. They got Chakowski out on the mound. They got Martin behind the plate. Carnicom at first. DeAlexander at second. Kyler Warren at third. Kevin Tuttle at short. The outfield from left to right. Cole Grumwald, Mitch Foley, Tony Smith. 1-1. Misses. And it's 2-1. You would imagine they'd have that, the wristband as the backup plan in case the pitch count fails.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it looks like they had. And don't really want to go too old-fashioned with just the hand signals from the dugout.
Mills fouled that off, and it's 2-2. Count even. Here comes the 2-2 again from the windup. Mills puts us on the ground, heading back towards the middle. Tuttle fields it. The throw is in time as Carnicom stretches out to make that play. Two nice plays from the shortstops in the top of their innings to get the first out.
A good play right there, but almost lofted that ball to first base a little bit, and Cooper Mills close to beating out that throw, but just unable to do it, and a good first out for the Scots.
Brings up Harrison Posat, the fifth-year catcher. He has made his fifth year arguably his best one, a 3.67 average, has 9 home runs, 61 RBIs, 1 home run away from tying the single-season record, which was set last year by the guy on deck, Ryer Reinhardt. He's also 1 home run away from breaking the career home runs record. And how special would it be to be on this field in the tournament? He won't do it on that pitch. It's the tie. It's 2-0.
Yeah, Mets might have heard you on that one, but a good eye not to swing. I mean, that close to that many home run records, you think he's swinging for the fences in these tournament games.
2-0 is low. It's 3-0, and this is something to keep an eye on. Tchaikovsky has struggled with command at times. He did in his only appearance against the Hornets, where he walked 3 en route to only lasting an inning. But maybe the Scots trying to save him a little bit, keep that arm fresh for today. 3-0, missed again, a 4-pitch walk for Posat. Gives us our first base runner of the ballgame.
Now batting number 7, Reinhardt.
It'll bring up Reinhardt. Reinhardt, who from a numbers perspective, hasn't had quite the same year he had as his first. Injuries kind of slowed him down a little bit, and he's gotten back into the lineup. He's been very, very effective. A 2.67 average with 6 home runs, 28 RBIs. Looks at a ball.
Yeah, Mets, and really any stats after last year are going to be looking like a step back after him. I mean, he got all those accolades his freshman year, but kind of starting to get back into the groove of things late here in the season, exactly when you need him.
1-0. In for a strike. And that will break the streak of 5 straight balls thrown.
Wow.
By Tchaikovsky. One is down and in. Makes it 2-1.
Yeah, and a great stop behind the catch to keep Posat at first base.
Yeah, Posat not known as a base stealer, but if one gets away, he can go. He does have the oven mitt on as Reinhardt swings over top of a changeup. Makes it 2-2. Posat takes the lead off. Lefty against the righty here. 2-2. Way outside. And the count full again.
He had another great play behind the plate right there, and keeping Posat at first base again, and count full for Ryer Reinhardt.
Yeah, Charlie Martin is that catcher in his first year of college baseball and having to make some acrobatic catches behind the plate in the first inning. Counts 3-2. Reinhardt awaiting. Here it comes. On the ground slowly to third. This will be a foul ball. David Steckow is in the on-deck circle. Hornet dugout continuing to be energized, as Cooper Mills said before the game. It's not acceptable to not have energy here. 3-2 again. Strike 3 call. A really nice pitch from Tchaikovsky. Rings up Reinhardt. And there are 2 away.
Yeah, and you can see he's a little bit upset with himself after watching that pitch, but just a great ball right there, and gets the second out.
Brings up Steckow, the junior, with a .405 batting average with 21 RBIs. On the year, looks at ball 1. That average puts him second in the MIAA. 1-0 is the count, as that one is in for a strike. Chakowski being forced to work out of the stretch, 1-1, and Steckout chops it off. One, two. As Chakowski looks to strain a runner. Here it comes. Up and away. Chakowski thought he might have strike three. Andy Joseph, the home plate umpire, didn't give it to him. Our umpires today, Andy Joseph behind the plate. Ian Land is at first. Jim Moreno is the third base umpire. 2-2. Chakowski delivers. Outside again, 3-2, and now you'll get Posad on the move, whether you'll like it or not.
Yeah, and as you said, Chakowski's been loving throwing those pitches outside. Got Ryer Reinhardt with a great pitch. Got him looking, but just a little bit too outside on these last two to get the count full.
He'll look in, get the signal. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Chakowski gets 2 Ks to end the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left for the Hornets. We go to the second. No score. They play baseball there, apparently. Top of the second inning, about to get underway here in the first round of the MIAA tournament. Jacob Davis picked up a quick 1-2-3 in the first. He will face 4, 5, and 6 for the Scots in the second inning. They will start it with Kyler Warren.
Leading off, number 7, Kyler Warren.
Warren, the third baseman for Alma. Digs into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch away from Davis. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Junior out of Belleville, Michigan. Has tournament experience. Batting .327 this year. Is this pitch down and away for a ball? Has 2 home runs and 27 runs batted in. Davis working out of the windup. Here comes the 1-1. Down and away, bouncing. Moves the count to 2-1. 2-1. Fastball lined past the glove of Reinhardt. First hit of the ball game. We'll put Warren on base. The leadoff man on to start the inning for the Scots.
Yeah, and Davis just struggling a little bit there in that at bat. A couple pitches in the dirt, but finally gets one up, and the Scots obviously get a hold of that one for their first hit of the game.
Brings up Cole Grumwald. Sophomore batting .260 on the year. First pitch is lined up the middle, a base hit. So 2 singles to start the inning for Alma. Alma has faced Jacob Davis before. It was just under a week ago, Thursday of last week. It was a 12-5 Hornet victory. Alma scored twice in the top of the first. Didn't manage to score the rest of the game. Davis pitched 6 in the third, or rather didn't score again until the 6th. Bunt, show, pulled back, strike 1 to Dalton D. Alexander. Davis pitched 6 in the third. Gave up 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. Didn't have any walks and 2 strikeouts, allowing 1 home run in the process. 0-1, bunt showed again, it's laid down. Ronhart will field it, the throw is in time as Newland outstretched. DeAlexander passes the baton, does what he is asked to do, and puts 2 in scoring position with 1 away for Tony Smith.
Yeah, Metzen, as you said, just moves those runners into scoring position, and a great play over there at first by Newland, stretching to get that out, and that could have been really bad if he didn't make that play.
1 down for Tony Smith. The junior bats .341 with 18 RBIs. Hitting out of the left-handed batter's box, he swings, tips that one back. Davis working from the stretch, 0-1, swing and a miss on a changeup outside, and he's ahead 0-2. How big would a strikeout be here?
Yeah, huge. I feel like he was just a little bit uncomfortable to start this second inning. I mean, got 2 hits right away from the first 2 batters, but starting to settle in now and working back in his magic.
Corner infielders coming in, 0-2. Chopped foul. Crucial at bat early in this ball game. Long looking from Davis. Comes set. Here comes the 0-2 again. Swing and a miss. Runner will take off. They'll throw down to complete the strikeout. He gets the big K he needs, and now there's 2 away.
Yeah, huge out right there to get 2 outs now with the runners in scoring position, and just 1 more to get out of this jam.
It's the catcher, Charlie Martin, who's got a .235 average with 9 RBIs. Golden chance for more. Another lefty in the Alma lineup. 1 of 3, along with Chakowski and Smith. First pitch is outside for a ball.
Yeah, and Martin's made a couple of good plays out in the field behind the plate. I mean, stopping some through balls that could have moved Pozat to second or maybe even third base, and see if you can do it in the batting end as well.
1-0 is high. It's 2-0. Another long look in. Fortunately for the Hornets, their pitch comp system's working. 2-0. There's a strike with a fastball. Davis set again, looks back at the runner on second. 2-1 in the dirt, blocked by Pozat. Mitch Foley is next.
Yeah, but now Davis got to battle back a little bit, obviously down 3-1. Not really trying to get the bases loaded this early in the game. But a big pitch on the way.
Here it comes, 3-1. On the ground to first, Newland fields it on a hop. He will take it unassisted. Jacob Davis works out of the jam. The Scots get 2 hits. They do not score. They leave 2 on base. We move to the bottom of the second. No score between the Hornets and Scots. 5, 6, and 7 for Kalamazoo. In the bottom of the second inning after Jacob Davis got him out of a jam. And now Kalamazoo looking to cause a jam of their own. And it will be Robert Newland to start it off, the sophomore, with a .342 batting average. Has 17 RBIs on the year. In the right-handed batter's box, facing the left-handed Colin Chakowski, and he is hit. He has been the hit-by-pitch guy this year. He's been hit 22 times this season, now 23, and that included a pitch on Saturday against Alma where he got hit up near the eye, resulted in him having a black eye that you thought would have taken him out of the game, but he's a tough guy. He stayed in, played the rest of that game, and the swelling's gone down, although he's got a little bit of a mask on right now while he runs.
Yeah, Matt's obviously taken the worst of a lot of pitches this season. I believe he might have gotten a broken nose on that pitch in that game this weekend. And as you said, rocking the mask at first base.
And that time being hit just broke a record that was set last year for times being hit by a pitch in a single season, as Tanner Hawkins looks at ball one. That record was set by Harrison Pozat last year, and Robert Newland just took that record right from him.
Yeah, friendly competition between last year's team and this year's team, breaking a lot of single-season records, obviously, and just what you like to see overall for the program.
Tanner Hawkins looks at another ball. It's 2-0. He's got a .404 average with a home run and 22 RBIs. Counts 2-0. Remember, Newland, as that pitch misses, 3-0, is excellent at stealing bases. He's got 28 of them on the year. And that puts him first in the MIAA in stolen bases and 30th in the country. Counts 3-0 to Hawkins. You would imagine you're not sending a guy in a 3-0, are you?
Probably not, just looking to get another walk.
And he gets another walk. 2 free bases issued by Chakowski. And Colin Chakowski now in a jam of his own. 2 on, nobody out, and it's Lucas Bolton.
Yeah, and a great start for the Hornets in the bottom of the second inning. I mean, you had runners in scoring position with only 1 out for Alma in the top of the inning, and now no outs of their own and 2 men on.
It's been 5 straight pitches that have missed for Chakowski, and Charlie Martin's going to go talk to him. Bolton, the senior, with a .254 average, with 27 RBIs. A knock here could give him 28. Carnicom at first comes in playing for a bunt. Bolton shows it, pops it up. Martin isn't going to be able to get to it. It's foul.
Yeah, getting a little bit of help from that home plate umpire there on that one, blocking Martin a little bit. But
maybe a little assist from Andy Joseph.
Yeah, not sure if he would have gotten there, but it definitely helps out.
Carnicom in again, and now Kyler Warren comes in a little bit as more. 0-1, Bolton shows it, lays it down. This could be a hit. Chakowski fields, he won't throw. A little chaos. Loads the bases, and a bunt single gives the Hornets their first hit of the game.
Wow, and an absolutely perfect bunt laid by Lucas Bolton. I mean, the first baseman running in, but lays it down that third base line and able to beat it out. Didn't even try for the throw. And bases loaded, no one out. You'd assume that they could get at least 1 run here and start to build on that lead.
Logan Lockhart comes to the plate, the sophomore from Valparaiso, Indiana. A .314 average, 5 home runs, 30 RBIs. His most recent home run Saturday in the 9th inning of a tie game to give the Hornets their second straight MIAA regular season championship. He was nearly hit in the first pitch, and I would argue that he also pulled off maybe the greatest bat flip in Kalamazoo College history. Not that I have the records to prove it, but I don't think anyone's going to debate it. He looks at another ball.
And I think that bat flip is justified, walking off in the bottom of the 9th like that.
Yeah, gave him a 3-2 lead. The Hornets would extend it to 4-2, and then Brendan Naprinsky got the last 3 outs. 2-0. In for a strike. He's got 30 RBIs on the year. Lockhart had the home run in that first game against, or in that second game of the series against the Alma. As he looks at another ball, it's 3-1. Didn't play in the third game of the series and was hitless in game 1 of the series. 3-1. Chakowski needs a strike. He won't get it. Kalamazoo will take the lead on an RBI walk from Logan Lockhart.
Now batting number 6, Alex DiDio.
Brings up the freshman Alex DiDio. The designated hitter spot for Kalamazoo has kind of been by committee, and right now DiDio is the one who gets the nod, the freshman from Whitmore Lake. Looks at another ball. In his at-bats this year, he's got a .391 average with 7 RBIs and another golden chance for more. He's been a guy who they will pinch hit in some critical spots. So he has played in some big moments, maybe not as big as this game. 1-0 from Chakowski, down and in.
And Chakowski just struggling a little bit right now with his control. I mean, that's a lot of balls, and obviously just walked in a run. And Alma really just needs him to refocus in and try to get out of this jam.
Still nobody out. Got it in for a strike. Just a 382, or rather a 38.2% strike percentage for Chakowski before this at-bat had started. Counts 2-1. Here it comes. On a line right at second base, and Hornets caught a bit of a break. That Lockhart was able to get back in as Alexander looked to try and take the out at second.
Yeah, and just a great play right there by Alexander, and an even better play by Logan Lockhart to realize that he caught that one and get back to first so they don't get doubled up with no one out and 3 on.
He caught a break that Alexander didn't look to first. It turns the lineup over as Cooper Mills comes up with 1 away and the base is still juiced.
Yeah, not often that you're the leadoff hitter and get to come up with bases loaded, but a little bit of new territory for Cooper Mills.
Looks at a ball. He's got 29 RBIs this year, as Alma's got an arm throwing. Ken Fistler, the sophomore, is throwing, and another ball. Guys like Mills, Posat, and Reinhardt are guys you want up with the bases juiced. Here comes a 2-0. Bounced in. It's 3-0. And Chakowski in danger of walking in another run. Set from the stretch. Take sign on most likely for Mills, and he takes a strike.
Yeah, great pitch right there to get him a little bit back on track and see if he can start this battle with Mills.
Mills grounded out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. 3-1. In for a strike again. The count is full.
Giving a great way to battle back. Doesn't really look like Cooper was looking to swing the bat with that 3-0 count. Trying to just walk another run in, but right back into that battle.
3-2. Here it comes. On a line, over the head of Tuttle. Hawkins will score. Bolton's going to get waved around. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not in time. 3-0 Hornets. It's Cooper Mills with 2 RBIs.
And right there, Mills just sends one into shallow center field, and obviously 2 runs score. And just a huge hit right there for Kalamazoo.
Great piece of hitting, and it gives the Hornets a 3-0 lead. And it brings up Hosat with 1 away.
And right after battling back from 3-0 to 3-2, just gets one lined into center field, scoring 2, and that one hurts the Scots a lot.
Brings up Hosat. Looks at a strike. Hosat walked his first time up. Oh, 1, way upstairs. 1-1, and now you start to wonder with Chakowski struggling with control a little bit. How much of a leash does he have? He's at 46 pitches. The pitch count not a concern right now, but the Scots do have an arm throwing. And there is still 1 out in the inning. Posat fouls that back towards the Alma bullpen.
Yeah, well, with really only 1 out and 47 pitches, you're looking at really at least, at best case scenario, like around 5 more pitches. Still up there for only 3 innings.
He can get out of it with 1 pitch. Here comes the 1-2. It's upstairs. Reinhardt would be next as long as Posat avoids a double play. 2-2. On the ground, this could be it. Tuttle field 6 for the throwback, not in time. Mills is out. That one was nearly on me.
Yeah, Matt, I was going to say, just take accountability for it right now.
Yep, I will, but Posat was able to beat it out, and it will give Reinhardt a chance to hit with 2 outs and runners at the corners. Reinhardt struck out looking. His last time up, that might have been the best pitch Chakowski's thrown today, was that changeup that dropped right in for strike 3. First pitch is upstairs again.
Yeah, and even though he struck out in his first at bat, I mean, no one else you'd want up to bat right now with runners on the corner. A chance to add more runs than Reinhardt.
1-0. Up again. He struggled with command of that fastball, hasn't he?
Yeah, a little bit just really trying to work outside of the strike zone, early in this game, and just lost a little bit of that control that he had in that first inning.
Update from Adrian. Hope College has taken a 2-0 lead over Adrian in that game from an Owen Kreisen home run. 2-0 in the top of the third.
Yeah,
on the ground to third. Cut you off for a minute. The throw is in time. Reinhardt is out. It will end the inning. The Hornets get 3. They take a 3-0 lead after 2 here. We'll go into the third. I know what you were going to do. He had to hit it. Bottom of the order will round out for Alma in the top of the third. Then they will get their top 2. It'll be Mitch Foley first, batting first time today, the junior from Saline. Sports a .293 average with a home run and 17 RBIs. And that's really what you want to see out of your 9 guy, be able to be like a second leadoff type of guy for these exact situations. He shows bunt, pulls it back, takes strike 1.
Yeah, a pretty solid average for batting in that 9 slot. Just trying to get something going for Alma here in this third inning.
It's 3-0 Hornets. Pitch missed upstairs. Count even. Davis worked out of the jam in the last inning after allowing 2 singles to start the inning. 1-1 in for a strike. Comes the 1-2 in the air to center field. Bolton will not have to drift far. And can of corn 1 away.
Now batting number 2, Kevin Tuttle.
And a pretty routine play right there for Lucas Bolton to get the first out for the Hornets. And Jacob Davis, after a little bit of a shaky start to that second inning, really working that strike zone here to end that inning and into the third.
That's his MO, is controlling strikes, getting balls that aren't hit hard for outs. And there's a nice looking strike on a slider to Tuttle, who grounded out his first time up. Tuttle will be followed by Carnicom. 0-1 inside, and broke in just enough to avoid hitting Tuttle.
Almost again, Mets.
All right, that one.
I gotta say it.
That one wasn't on me.
His MO is control and almost hits the batter.
There's a strike. You know, pitchers miss pitches. It happens a lot. Davis is still sporting a over 70% strike percentage in this game. 1-2. Just missing upstairs. It's 2-2.
You hear the Hornets bench after that one, just a little upset. Thought that he got him looking right there.
A good eye from Tuttle. Davis continuing to work from the windup 2-2 again. That's hit in the air to center field again. And again, Bolton won't have to move far. 2 down.
And again, another routine play for Bolton and 2 outs, and just how you want it, but obviously Alma with their big bat up to bat.
Carnicom is 0 for 1. He flew out on the first pitch. Didn't even get a chance to tell you his numbers. A 3.96 average, has a total of 28 extra base hits, 8 home runs, 46 runs batted in. Looks at a strike. He is a very aggressive batter. He loves to go after pitches early in the count. And his OPS reflects it. 1236 on the year. 0-1 is a fastball that misses high. One, here it comes. In the air to the right center gap, a long run for Lockhart, but he'll make the catch. And another 1-2-3 inning for Davis, and he does it quickly. We go to the bottom of the third, 3-0 in favor of the Hornets. Bottom 3 about to get underway, and Alma will quickly make a pitching change. In comes the sophomore from Canton, Michigan, Ken Fistler, has a 2-0 win-loss record with a save out of the bullpen. 15 2/3 of an inning pitched, 25 hits, 11 earned runs, 6 walks, 9 strikeouts, a 3.79 average against, 6.32 earned run average. He will face David Stackout, Robert Newland, and Tanner Hawkins. Update from Adrian. The Bulldogs, with an RBI triple and then a sacrifice fly, have tied that game with Hope at 2 in the bottom of the third. And the other game to start the MIAA tournament between Adrian and Hope, tied at 2 in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Mets, hopefully we can get a final score out of that game this time around.
We are excited to see that and excited to see both of those teams here tomorrow. Stackout will lead off. He struck out against Chakowski his first time up. Chakowski's line has been finalized. As the first pitch misses for a ball, he'll stay in the lineup as the designated hitter. He goes 2 innings, giving up 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. He hit a batter and is currently in line for the loss. 1-0. In for a strike. 1-1 is fouled off. Steckow has earned some high rankings in the MIAA this season, as the 1-2 is fouled off again. Second in batting average, fourth in stolen bases. Interesting one, he is tied for 14th in the nation in sacrifice bunts. First team All-MIAA player from a year ago. The All-MIAA teams, I believe, will get released tomorrow morning, as the 1-2 is upstairs for a ball. I believe.
You just say 14th in the country for sacrifice bunts?
Correct.
You are the stats man.
Thank you. I try my best. 2-2. Misses high. It's not that hard to find. You just go to the NCAA website and you look at Division III baseball stats, and you can find all you want. It's not very difficult. Count is full to Steckow. 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Fistler comes in, gets a strikeout. To start the inning, Steckow goes down swinging for his second time today. And it brings up Robert Newland.
Yeah, Madsen. A great start to the inning for Fistler, and as we were talking about a little bit before, and kind of a new release for these Kalamazoo batters to look at, kind of that really low arm angle.
The submarine style pitch. And delivers strike one to Newland. Maybe looks like they got pitch comms working. You see Fistler looking at his wrist, and that pitch misses outside. You can just see the spin different on that, the change in speed different.
Yeah, and obviously you got Steckow on that first at-bat, and now Newland looking at some pitches, just trying to get a feel for what's coming.
Swings and misses on what looked like a high fastball. It's 1-2. Struck out Steckow, now ahead in the count, 1-2. Did he hold up? He did, just barely. Ian Land said he kept the bat back far enough, and the count was 2-2. Two again. Touch outside, not by much, and Fistler wanted strike three, and again a full count.
Yeah, and a great looking pitch, just misses the corner of that strike zone. And Newland battles back to a full count.
Hawkins on deck, 3-2. Misses outside, and Newland will reach base for the second time today via a free pass.
Now batting number 10, Tanner Hawkins.
Yeah, what's that, his second walk of the game?
He was hit his first time up, and then he walked. And he will go put the mask on. Hawkins also drew a walk his first time up. Fistler with a long look in, and first pitch is in for a strike. And the stretch almost feels more difficult when you're facing a submarine pitcher, doesn't it? When you get a little bit more of that quicker motion.
Yeah, that's it. It's just really awkward, and obviously catching a couple of these first few hitters for Kalamazoo off guard, and see if they can just get settled in and get used to it.
That one missed. It's 1-1. The one downside to a submarine pitcher, though, the velocity is not quite the same as Fistler checks back over on Newland. I would almost think you would see Robert Newland on the move here, right?
Yeah, as you said, you lose a little bit of speed for more movement and control on that pitch, but they're checking him up a couple times, knowing that he wants to steal that base.
Second straight time Fistler has checked. Counts 1-1. Slider misses, and it's 2-1.
And obviously you already read Newland's stolen base number, so he's looking to go anytime he can, and especially with a little bit of a slower pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, he leads the league in stolen bases, 30th in the country. 2-1. And for a strike, count even to Hawkins. And Newland's in some trouble. Didn't see it. He's picked off.
Yeah, just a great play there by Fistler. And Don't think Newland saw it at all until it was in the mid of the first baseman.
Two now. Fissler can get out with one pitch. Did he go? He did. And the inning turns just like that. And Fissler, despite allowing a walk, does not give up anything else. We go to the fourth. The Hornets leading it 3-0. Colin Chakowski will lead off. He will remain as the designated hitter for the remainder of this game, after being taken out of the game as a pitcher. Struck out his first time up against Davis, who's back out for the fourth, and throws strike one. It'll be Chakowski, Warren, and Grunwald, as the 0-1 is in for a strike again with a fastball.
Yeah, and just two really good-looking pitches to start this inning from Davis.
3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Hornets. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Scots, and time is called. I believe it was by Chakowski. So now that Chakowski's out of this game, something to keep in mind for Alma. How deep are you able to send arms? How many arms do you have to use? Because win or lose today, you're going to play at least one game tomorrow. 0-2 from Davis is fouled straight back. So it'll be something to watch for Alma, is how they manage their arms throughout the remainder of this game. As (0-2). Inside, he hits Chakowski.
Yeah.
First free pass issued by Davis.
That one's just unfortunate for Davis. A ball that gets away from him on an 0-2 count and gives Chakowski a free base.
And it brings up the two guys that have earned base knocks against him. First up, it's Kyler Warren, who singled to start the second inning, got the third, didn't score. As the middle infield moves to double play depth. Chakowski has 12 stolen bases on the year. He takes the lead off of first. Putting the oven mitt on. First pitch, curveball for a strike. Counts 0-1. Here comes again. That's hit hard in the left. Another base hit for Warren. And 2 on, nobody out to start the inning again for the Scots.
Yeah, just a great start for Kyler Warren. Really has had Jacob Davis' number here early in this game, as you just said, those 2 hits. And Again, 2 runners on for Alma.
And it's Grunwald who singled his first time up.
And Mets might get called to bunt on this one instead of hitting.
Newland and Ryer Reinhardt will step in at the corner infielder spots. Shows it, lays it down. This will do the job. Back to Davis, who will take the out. Grunwald moves the runners up. And now DeAlexander will come up to try and bring him in a 3-0 ball game. He had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Corner infielders stay in. First pitch way upstairs. That was almost near the head of DeAlexander. One-0, fastball high. 2-0. Davis has been in this jam once. He was able to get out of it. Now finds himself in a similar situation. Needs to do the same thing again to keep the score where it is. He will not throw back to second. If he does so again, it is a ball.
Yeah, Metzen, just as you said, basically identical to the second inning, and he was able to work out of that one, see what he can do here.
2-0, just missing inside with Smith next. He's facing the similar part of the order that he faced while in that jam, and he's behind DeAlexander, 3-0. Here it comes, bounces in, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Tony Smith.
Yeah, really just trying to work the inside of that strike zone on that at-bat, and Davis just unable to do it and gets the bases loaded for the Scots.
Smith struck out his first time up. 2 lefties coming up to face Davis. Middle infield at double play depth, the corner infielders in. First pitch in the dirt again, and Davis struggling to locate now. And out comes Posat.
Yeah, Posat sensing exactly what you just said, just a little bit out of control right now and just trying to go settle down his pitcher one-on-one.
Smith wearing just the 1 batting glove.
Yeah, Posat really just trying to settle down Davis and taking his time walking back to that catcher spot. Giving him all the time that he can take to kind of just relax and try to locate again.
1-0 is the count to Tony Smith. Bases are loaded. And he locates that one for a strike to even up the count.
Well, I guess whatever Posat said worked.
For that pitch, it did, and it's 1-1. This one's fly to left. Should be deep enough to score. Chakowski. Hawkins will make the catch. The run will come in to score. The Scots get one on the board here in the 4th inning. Tony Smith with a sac fly.
Yeah, and exactly what you need to do right there. Just get 1 in. Can't strand 3 runners like they stranded 2 the last time they were in that position.
Stephen McGlade is going to pinch hit. He is a catcher. He's pinch hitting for Martin.
Pinch hitting, number 8, Stephen McGlade.
Senior from Pinckney, Michigan, has a .257 average with a home run and 11 RBIs. So they'll go to a righty here, taking out the lefty Martin. Davis fires strike 1. It was hit by pitch, single, sac bunt, walk, sacrifice fly. Anything so far for Alma. They got 2 on now. And that's another good look insider and makes it 0-2.
Yeah, and 2 great pitches right there by Davis to start off this at bat. And Trying to just go 3 and get out of this jam with only 1 run scored.
0-2. Davis comes set. Looks back at second, now delivers. 0-2 is chop foul. Hornets in the bottom of the 4th will have the bottom of the order. Bolton, Lockhart, and DiDio. Set again. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Davis gets his 3rd strikeout of the game, able to limit the damage and keep the Scots to just 1. They get a run, they get 1 hit. No errors. 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1 in favor of Kalamazoo. Ken Fissler back out for the Alma College Scots. Lucas Bolton leading off for the Kalamazoo College Hornets. Looking for their 4th straight victory over Alma College. They lead at 3-1 after Alma got 1 back there in the top of the 4th inning. Hornets will send the bottom of the order up to try and do more damage. Bolton with a slow chopper to 3rd, gloved by Warren. His throw is in time as Carnicom kept the foot on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting number 18, Logan Lockhart.
Brings up Lockhart. He had an RBI walk his first time up. That got the Hornets on the board.
Yeah, and let's see if Lockhart can really be the first Hornet to figure out Ken Fissler.
Looks at a strike. Fissler picked up a strikeout, rather 2 strikeouts in the 3rd, walked the batter, then picked him off, and then got that ground out.
Yeah, and as you just said, the only person on base since he's been pitching is Newland on a walk, and then he was able to pick him off.
Another good-looking pitch catching the outside part of the rubber.
So just a really great start for Fissler and looking to continue that here.
Alma would love for him to be able to go deep. 0-2. And Lockhart fought it off, stays alive.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, Jakowski only able to go 2 innings, so you really need Fissler to get deep into this game to save some arms. Obviously, as you said, have to play a game tomorrow and hoping to play more than just 1.
Speaking of the game tomorrow, we'll bring you the Hope Adrian score update in just 1 minute. 0-2. Misses high. Nick Bruder with a 2 RBI single, and then A.J. Miranda with an RBI single. Makes it 5-2 Bulldogs in the bottom of the 4th there. 1-2. Just outside. Did not miss by much. It's 2-2 to Lockhart, starting to battle back a little bit. Two-two. Fissler set. The submarine delivery comes. That's outside. It's 3-2, and Lockhart works it all the way back to a full count with DiDio on deck.
Yeah, just a great job by Lockhart. I mean, Great job looking at these submarine-style pitches, as you've been saying, and battles his way all the way back to full.
3-2. In the air to shallow right, and the sun is going to play an issue here, and a catch made by Tony Smith. Could not see the ball until the very last second, stuck the glove out, held onto it.
Yeah, I think he lost that one in the sun, as you said, trying to use his glove as a little bit of extra shade to locate the ball, and just barely able to catch that one. Almost traveled right over his head.
And we've seen that play an issue in right field, the sun. It's happened over the years here at Woodworth Field, and a good job by Tony Smith to battle it. As DiDio comes to the plate, looks at a ball. One-0 is in the dirt, 2-0. Should DiDio reach, it will be Mills next. Counts 2-0. DiDio looks at a strike. When you're Alma in this spot where now you're likely going to have to burn through some arms in game one, how much of this are you thinking about tomorrow, and how much is your focus is saying, hey, we got to win this game before anything else? As DiDio fouls that one off to even the count at 2.
Well, it's a really difficult thing. Obviously, you want to pick up this game one win to go basically to the winner's bracket side of things, but if you don't and you're losing, I mean, it's all about saving your arms so that you can work through these games in the next couple of days to try to get back to that championship game and obviously win the tournament.
2-2. DiDio chops this over the head of Fissler. Not going to be an easy play. Tuttle fields throw. Not in time. Infield single for DiDio. Puts a runner on.
Yeah, and just a really awkward hit right there from DiDio. Goes right over second base and just got there a little bit late in the throw. Not in time. DiDio beats it out and gets on base with 2 outs.
Mills comes up. He's 1 for 2 with the 2 RBI single that came in the second. DiDio will take the lead off of first base. First pitch is in for a strike. DiDio does not have a stolen base this year. And Fissler will check on him. Ball got away a little bit from Carnicom, but not enough to do any damage.
Yeah, and obviously, as we saw earlier in the last inning, Fissler with a really good pickoff move, and DiDio's got to be aware of that one.
Pitch is up and in, not by much, missing again. Almost going to bring the outfield in a little bit on Mills. Don't expect him to hit the ball very far. There's a strike to make it 1-2 to Mills. One, 2 is fouled off. Posat would be next. Alma in the 5th will have Foley, Tuttle, and Carnicom. DiDio again with a moderately sized lead. 1-2. Outside. Fissler thought he had strike 3. And it's 2-2. Which means the at-bat will extend a little bit longer.
Yeah, and again, Fissler, I mean, he's had a couple of those pitches where he's thought he's hit corners of the strike zone, and obviously the umpire not agreeing with him there.
They check back on DiDio. Two. Did he hold up? He did. And it's 3-2, which means DiDio on the move here with 2 outs.
Yeah, just a great job by Mills. I mean, again, the second batter in a row working back into this count, and a full count now for Mills.
Carnicom steps off, won't hold DiDio on. 3-2. Mills puts this back up the middle, base hit. DiDio is going to head to third base. Here comes the throw. The tag is not in time. It got away. Mills will move to second on the throw. And it means 2 on, 2 out. Mills will get a single, move up to second on the throw. DiDio in, sliding to third base. 2 in scoring position for Posat. And it's the second hit of the day for Cooper Mills.
Yeah, and Dio a little bit lucky to get to third on that one. He got to second base and kind of stutter step for a second. Didn't really see the sign from third base coach, but saw it late, took off, and almost got thrown out at third base. But he's in there, and obviously on that throw, Cooper Mills moves to second base, and now just a great chance for Harrison Pozat with 2 in scoring position.
He has reached twice, once on a walk, once on a fielder's choice. Officially 0 for 1. They can build on this lead a little bit right here. Fissler will deliver, and it hits him. And it will load the bases for Reinhardt.
Yeah, Mets, and I think McGlade might have gotten hurt on that one behind the plate.
He's holding on to he was favoring his right thumb. Imagine he's okay. And
yeah, not really sure what happened, but he leaned over for it and then got up a little wincing in pain, and coach will come out check on him.
a little quick laugh with his catcher and the umpire. He squeezed his hand. The old squeeze my finger remedy that your parents used to do. And magically your hand injury was healed.
Yeah, Mets, don't know if we've all had that experience.
Oh, your dad never did that to you?
I can't say that I remember that.
First pitch misses to Reinhardt. That's a normal thing. Like you're crying because like you got hit in the hand or something, or like a finger, and your dad would my dad would stick his finger out. I'd be like, hey, squeeze my finger, and then I'd do it. He'd be like, yeah, you're fine. And then I guess that like mentally told me I was okay. That's how that would go. Reinhardt's 0 for 2 today.
We all appreciate the explanation. Thank you, Mets.
You're welcome. You clearly didn't know what I was talking about. That pitch was out of play, and it's 1-1. I'm not just a broadcaster. I'm an educator as well. To you specifically.
We all appreciate that. Thanks.
You're very welcome. 1-1 to Reinhardt. He's in for a strike.
The broadcaster, the educator, and the statistician, Zach Metz. He does it all
Thank
up
you.
here, folks.
Thank you, Scoop. 1-2. This is a big pitch here. Fissler delivers it, shot down the right field line and foul.
Yep, and Reinhardt a little bit quiet in this game and just trying to get going here. Obviously a great opportunity. 3 men on, bases loaded with but 2 outs. And it's now or never for Reinhardt.
DiDio at third, Mills at second, Pozat at first. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch misses high. An update from Adrian again. The Bulldogs extend the lead to 6-2 on a David Kedro RBI single. That game's still in the bottom of the 4th, and the Flying Dutchman's starting to burn through some pitchers. 2-2. Outside, the count full, and now all 3 runners will be on the move, and the Hornets really threatening to extend the lead back to 3 and maybe more.
And again, another Hornet batter just really extending these counts and battling back after being down early to full counts.
3-2. Slow chopper to third. Warren charges. Throw is in time, and Fissler gets out of the jam without allowing a run. We go to the 5th inning. Still 3-1 in favor of Kalamazoo. 9-1-2 again for Alma here in the top of the 5th inning to face Jacob Davis back out for the 5th. Pitch count sitting at 60 right now. He's gone as deep as over 100. It's the first pitch to Foley in for a strike. Foley's 0 for 1. He flew out to start the top of the 3rd inning, rather. 3-1 Hornets. Misses down and away with it. Looks like a slider. Working out of the windup. 1-1 again. Misses for a ball.
Yeah, Metzen, as you said, Davis's pitch count getting a little bit up there, but still no one warming up for the Hornets in the bullpen, so coach is confident that he can take them a little bit farther.
2-1. Off the knob of the bat to 3rd. This will be off of the glove of Newland, a bouncer. And that will be E3 to put a runner on. That ball took a bit of an unfortunate bounce on Newland.
Yeah, Newland just kind of playing back, waiting for it to bounce to him, and just takes a rough hop off the dirt right before it gets to him. And an error for Alma to get on first base.
That'll put a runner on for Tuttle. First pitch to Tuttle's in the dirt, blocked by Posat. Another update from Adrian as Jack Boyke walks in a run, makes it 7-2 Bulldogs. One-0. Fly to center field. Bolton is comfortably there in time. He'll make the catch, and there is one down.
And he got another pretty routine ball right there for Bolton and keeps the runner at first base. Another big thing.
They'll bring up Carnicom. Carnicom's 0 for 2 with a pair of fly balls. And Davis drops in curveball for a strike. Alma did have an arm throwing towards the end of that 4th inning. It's since sat down. It was Davin Rife as another slider fouled off.
And every time he's been up to bat, Carnicom, we always say it, but it's true. I mean, he's got the potential to go yard every time he's up to bat. Got to be careful with him here.
0-2. Popped up high into the air in the infield. Mills will call for it, and he will hold on to it to get Carnicom out for the 3rd time today. And we'll bring up Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, and really everyone in the infield just kind of looking up for it. That one went way up. And
I'd like to see the launch angle on that.
yeah, Mills came all the way over from shortstop to make that one in between first and second base.
We got to get that StatCast technology, that, you know, the launch angle and the exit velo. I mean, I don't know how you implement that. I'm not that much of an expert on stats, despite what you were saying earlier. I can just Google things. I can't run all that. As Tchaikovsky flies this to left field, Hawkins will drift into foul territory near the wall. Stop, make the catch, and that will end the inning. Nothing comes of the error by Newland. We are halfway through this one, and the Hornets lead it 3-1. Alma makes a pitching change here to start the 5th inning. In is the junior from Frankenmuth, Michigan, Davin Reif. Reif has a 2-1 win-loss record, 18 1/3 of an inning pitched, 27 hits, 10 earned runs, 11 walks, 9 strikeouts, 3.51 average against, and a 4.91 earned run average. Is a key piece of this bullpen for the Scots. And you'd imagine they're probably going to bullpen the rest of this game and then roll with Tyler Johnson tomorrow.
Yeah, Matt, so as we were saying during that break, just kind of really pitching by committee in this one and really don't use anyone's arms too much. And then if you really need it, they can go tomorrow to keep you in the tournament if they do lose this game, or if they win, just so that they have arms for tomorrow.
A 1 to David Steckow is high for a ball. It'll be Steckow, Newland, and Hawkins. Steckow with a slow roller to second base. T. Alexander charging, fielding, throwing. 1 down.
Now batting number 23, Robert Newland.
Bring up Newland, who has reached twice via the free pass, been hit and walked. Newland will be followed by Hawkins. First pitch is down and away for a ball. You see Newland kind of wanted to lunge out. That pitch kept the bat back. 1-0. Fastball flown to right field. Smith is going to have a tough time with the sun here as he runs, and the ball will hit off the wall. And it'll be foul. Makes it 1-1.
Yeah, just a really long foul ball right there in that right field corner, and both guys really taking off. But as you said, Newland does a really good job, waiting for his pitch. Obviously, as you said today, he's gotten 2 walks to get on base, and great eye earlier in that one, and then gets a hold of that one, just pushes it a little bit foul.
1-1. Reif working from the stretch. And Newland fouls that one back. As mentioned earlier, Hawkins would be next. One, 2. Misses away, and it's 2-2 to the first baseman. Defensive alignment's pretty straight up for Alma. Center fielder fully shifted a little bit towards right field. Big gap in left center. And Newland goes right there. A base hit. So do I get credit for that one?
I think we'll give you that one.
Thank you.
You're struggling a little bit today.
Okay, I am not struggling.
Yeah, and you hit that one right on the money, and the center fielder just shifted a tiny bit over to right field, and Newland takes advantage of it, hits it right to where he should be, and gets a base hit for his first hit of the day.
Brings up Hawkins. Davin Reif, a multi-sport athlete for Alma, also a backup quarterback on their football team. Attempted 10 passes on the year with a touchdown. Rushed 20 times also. He played in 9 games, was primarily used as a running quarterback toward near the goal line. Had 20 rushes for 63 yards and 4 touchdowns. As the 1-0 to Hawkins is down and away for a ball. Newland will take off. The throw down is in time. Newland got a late jump, and he's thrown off the base pass again, this time by McGlade.
Yeah, and just a great play right there by McGlade. I mean, obviously we've been talking about Newland's speed and stolen bases all day long, and right there just fumbles with the ball a little bit, but picks it up and rifles the ball to second base and is able to get him out.
And Newland felt a little bit hesitant, so he's been picked off and caught stealing in this game. Next pitch, a strike to Hawkins, who again bats with 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah, and as you said, Newland on base every single time he's been up to bat, but really struggling once he's been on base.
Hawkins puts this to third, gloved by Warren. The throw was in time, in plenty of time. Hornets get a hit. They do not score. We go to the sixth. Still a 3-1 ball game.
Alma and Kalamazoo would like to recognize.
The last of the middle innings about to get underway. In our first round game of the MIAA tournament, Kalamazoo leading Alma 3-1. Kyler Warren, who has given Jacob Davis issues today, will lead off, 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Alma with just 3 hits so far, Warren with 2 of them. First pitch in for a strike. It'll be Warren followed by Cole Grunwald and then Dalton DeAlexander.
Yeah, and as you said, Davis really just throwing really well to start this game, but the one person to really have his number, Warren, looking to continue that here.
Fouls one straight back. It's 0-2. Oh-2. Fouled off again. Davis winds up. Here comes the 0-2. That's outside for a ball.
Yep, and Warren gets down 0-2 and now just looking to try to battle back. Fouls off that third pitch and now a ball in the fourth.
1-2 is fouled out of play again. Warren continuing to battle. Is taking him a little longer to get a ball in play than it did in the last 2 at-bats. It was on the first couple of pitches, and both balls were hit rather well. 1-2. And this one's going to stay at least in the field of play. Can Newland run it down? No, nobody can between Newland and Lockhart.
And that ball really hit right in between the first baseman and the right fielder down that right field line and drops foul. And
tough spot for anybody to run that down.
yeah, Newland and Lockhart really avoid a collision as well over there. Almost ran right into each other trying to track down that foul ball.
1-2 to Kyler Warren. Here it comes. On the ground to third, right at Reinhardt, who bobbles it. That'll be another error to start the inning for Kalamazoo. It's their second error of the game.
Now batting number 6.
This one charged to Reinhardt. It'll bring up Grunwald.
Yeah, and wouldn't have been an easy play anyway. I mean, about as far as you can get from first base in the infield for Reinhardt right there, but just unable to field it. And as you said, another error for the Hornets.
First pitch to Grunwald is a swing and a miss. He is officially 1 for 1 today. Single and a sacrifice bunt. Warren reaching base for the 3rd time today. And another swing and miss from Grumwald, who misses at 2 curveballs. Oh, 2 is chopped foul. They went right back to it. Warren standing over at first base, has 5 stolen bases this season. 0-2. Check swing. They say he went around. Big first out of the inning for Davis is a strikeout.
Now batting, number 21, Dalton D. Alexander.
Yeah, and after that error from Reinhardt, Davis really picks him back up and gets a strikeout for the first out of the inning.
Brings up D. Alexander. He has not officially recorded an at-bat yet. He's had a sacrifice bunt and a walk. Misses that one. As Davis checks over. It's still 7-2 Adrian in the top of the 6th inning of that game at Adrian. Remember, tomorrow at 10 a.m., the winners of that game and this game will play each other right here at Woodworth Field. 1-0, popped up foul out of play. The losers of these 2 games will play at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and then the loser of the first game and then the winner of the second game will play each other at 4 p.m. So that 1 p.m. game will be an elimination game, and the 4 p.m. game will be an elimination game. As this pitch drops in for a strike, 1-2. The winner of the 10 a.m. game tomorrow will be in the championship game on Friday. Counts 1-2. Davis sets. Here it comes. Back up the middle towards Mills, who ranges over, makes the play sliding, flips to 1. Stack out with a long throw. It pulled Newland off the bag. That will mean 2 outs, and out to Alexander on first. We're just going FC, no error, right?
Now batting, number 41, Tony Smith.
Yeah, really just a great play there from Mills to be able to track that one and kind of just backhand flips it over second baseman, and just really no time after Mills had to do all that to throw it over. And really a great play by Newland to really stop that one from getting away from him at first.
Brings up Smith. He's 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice fly to bring in Alma's lone run. First pitch in for a strike again. Davis's pitch count at 85, and there's stirrings of Brendan Oprinsky, but he is not warming up in the Hornet bullpen. 0-1, in for a strike again. Counts 0-2. Davis 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning again. Here it comes. And Smith fights it off. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Hornets. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Scots. That pitch misses, makes it 1-2. Alexander takes the lead off of first base. Davis set. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Chopped to short. Mills is right there. He'll flip to Steckout, and that will end the inning again. Davis continuing to cruise through this game. No runs, no hits, an error, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1, Kalamazoo. Bottom of the 6th inning. Davin Reif will face Lucas Bolton. Then it'll be Logan Lockhart and Alex DiDio. Alma's got an arm throwing at Chase Belhoff. Rice first pitch to Bolton, drops first, strike one. One is outside, ball one. It'll be, as mentioned, Bolton, Lockhart, DiDio. Bolton is 1 for 2 today, had a bunt single, scored a run, and then grounded out. Counts 1-1. Infield playing straight up. Outfield as well. One is upstairs. In the Hornet bullpen, their closer, Brendan Oprinsky, is beginning to get loose. 2-1 is low, and it's 3-1 to Bolton.
Yeah, and as you said, Oprinsky over there in the Kalamazoo College bullpen, and hoping still that Davis can take him through the 6th, maybe even into the 7th before Oprinsky has to come in, but look to get another save.
Davis is at 90 pitches. You would think maybe he goes out for the 7th as this pitch misses upstairs to Bolton. Ball 4.
Now batting number 18, Logan Lockhart.
It brings up Lockhart. Lockhart is officially 0 for 1. RBI walk and a flyout. You expect with the way this game is, never mind, that's going to answer my question. Lockhart shows bunt, lays it down, and then Reif will take the out. Bolton will move up. You think that's all about maybe getting Mills another chance to hit with a guy in scoring position with how hot his bat's been today?
Yeah, and as you said, obviously a couple of RBIs earlier on in the game, and he's been batting with a lot of guys on base, which obviously he doesn't get to do much as a leadoff hitter, but just advancing that runner there, Lockhart, I mean, took off down that first baseline, almost beat out that throw on what you thought was a sure out.
Before that, DiDio will hit. He's 1 for 2 today, had an infield single as well as a hard hit line out. Bolton bouncing around at second. That one's lined. It's on the ground, and so therefore Tuttle will throw over to get DiDio. Bolton has to hold.
Now batting number 3, Cooper Mills.
And it will give Mills a chance to hit. As I mentioned, 2 for 3 today, 2 RBIs.
Yeah, and he's been their hot bat today for the Hornets, obviously, and just give him another chance with a runner in scoring position.
Bolton is capable of taking third. He does have speed. 8 stolen bases on the year. Mills shows bunt, pulls it back. He's one of the best at bunting for a hit. And when infielders play back, he will do that. Counts 1-0. A run here will be really big for some insurance for the Hornets, leading 3-1. Bolton bouncing. Here comes the 1-0. That drops in for a strike from Reif.
Yeah, and Bolton kind of just back there at second base playing games with Reif on that one, trying to distract him a little bit.
Count even. Posad on deck. 1-1 is on the ground slowly to third. It's going to get by the glove of Warren. Mills will be in with another hit. It's an infield single, and it'll put 2 on, 2 out for Posad.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of an awkward-looking swing right there, kind of almost a half swing, but gets past the third baseman. And obviously Tuttle there to make the stop at short, but couldn't make the throw over to first in time.
And we're going to get a mound visit here. Maybe a pitching change. I don't think so, at least not yet. The entire infield's going to come together as Alma calls time. So Alma does end up making a pitching change. They will turn it over to the senior Chase Ballhoff from Commerce, Michigan. He has started one game this year. He's got a 2-0 win-loss record, giving him 22 hits and 21 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 13 walks, 15 strikeouts, 2.75 average against, and an ERA of a flat 6. He will face Harrison Posat. The runner's on, currently charged to Davin Rife. Two on, two out for Posat. The big at-bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yep, and as you said earlier, Posat just looking to add some insurance onto this 3-1 Hornet lead.
Bolton's at second. Mills is at first. Carnicom is not holding Mills on. First pitch to Posat misses. He has reached 3 different times today, all in different ways. A walk, a fielder's choice, and a hit by pitch. 1-0. On the ground to third, fielded by Warren, who will step on third to end the inning. So Posat unable to do any damage. We go to the late innings. The Hornets holding on to a 3-run lead, or a 3-1 lead. To get ready to start the 7th inning, I'd like to give a shout out to one of our fans watching at home, Devin Yankee, who we know is tuned in. We appreciate you keeping an eye on Hornet baseball as we move to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Stephen McGlade to lead off. First pitch, he checked his swing. Did he go? He did. McGlade pinch hit for Charlie Martin in the 4th. He struck out in his first at-bat. Next pitch drops in for a strike.
Yeah, McGlade a little bit unhappy with that first call that he swung, and then again another close pitch inside and gets a strike called against him.
0-2 is fouled. McGlade, Foley, and Tuttle in this inning for the Scots. As you mentioned, Brendan Naprinsky is warming up for Kalamazoo, with Davis's pitch count approaching 100 pitches. Currently sits at 93. 0-2. Just missing. I'm not sure where. Looked like a beautiful slider from Davis. And home plate umpire Andy Joseph says just a touch outside.
Yeah, you and me both.
1-2. To center field. Bolton charging in. It'll drop. McGlade will take advantage and get a base hit.
You know, a little bit of a turn of events right there for Davis.
Now batting number 1, Mitch Foley.
It'll bring up Foley. And for now, it's going to be Davis who stays out.
Yeah, and the Hornets really just hoping that Davis can get him through this 7th inning to save Oprinski for just the 8th and 9th, but
top of the order coming up. Makes you wonder.
yeah.
Foley's 0 for 2. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. He flew out and then reached on an error in the 5th.
And Davis up in those high 90s in the pitch count, but still throwing pretty hard.
0-1. Hit down the line, but foul. Hard hit ball. That could have been trouble. Tuttle next, and then it will be Carnicom. Oh, 2. Just inside again, and did it hit him? I think it did. Or no, he leaned into it, they said. Andy Joseph is saying he leaned into it. Jason Crane's going to come out and get an explanation.
Yeah,
it's going to be strike 3.
Mitch Foley shocked about that call. I mean, just looking on in disbelief right now.
So a massive strikeout. Is that backwards K? And time call, is this going to be the move to the pen as Matt Allenbest is coming out? The top of the order coming up. It would make sense to go to Oprinski right now. And
yeah, as you said, Davis really close to that 100 pitch mark, and
98.
Alma again with the top of their order coming up, and wondering if it is Oprinski time.
It doesn't look like it as of right now. Matt Allenbest. Some strong words to Davis, and he's going to stay out.
Yeah, they'll put their trust in Davis and hopefully continue to take him through the 7th inning.
The top 3 today against him is 0 for 8, including a hit by pitch. That did lead to Alma's only run, and it's Tuttle who's 0 for 3, who's grounded out and flown out twice. First pitch is a strike from a fastball.
And still pumping heat with that fastball at pitch 99.
Pitch number 100 coming up right here in an 0-1 count. On the ground to third. That could be the one they need. Reinhardt goes 5, 4, stack out the first 3. They got a double play. Jacob Davis, how do you do? Stretch time in the zoo. Hornets with a 3-1 lead. About to start the bottom of the 7th inning. Hornets will have the heart of the order. Ryan Reinhardt, David Steckow, Robert Newland after Jacob Davis. With his day likely done, produces another 0 with an inning-ending double play to close out the 7th. On his 100th pitch, Reinhardt will come up. He's 0 for 3 today. Strikeout, pair of groundouts. First pitch from Chase Ballhoff is a strike. Ballhoff, the 4th arm Alma's used today. And they got more throwing. We'll bring you those in a moment. As Reinhardt hits that hard down the line, but foul. Looks like Hayden Heilman, who has been their best bullpen guy, is throwing right now. 0-2 is upstairs to Reinhardt.
Yeah, a really good eye right there by Reinhardt. Really wanted to chase after that pitch up high and was in the zone and didn't go after it.
1-2. Upstairs again.
Again, Reinhardt starting to battle back in this count once again.
Count is 2-2. Ballhoff still from the stretch. Swing and a miss, and Reinhardt goes down for the 4th time today. Not his best day at the plate.
Now batting number 14, David
And it
Steckow.
will bring up Steckow. Steckow's 0 for 3 today as well with a pair of strikeouts. Looks at a ball.
Yeah, and as you said, into the heart of the order to start this inning, but really Reinhardt and Steckow both struggling, and Newland's been on base a lot, but been struggling out on the base path.
That's line to center field, but getting there comfortably to make the catch is Foley. And 2 away quickly for Ballhoff.
Now batting number 23, Robert Newland.
We'll bring up Newland. Newland has reached every time he's come to the plate, been hit, walked, and singled, but he's been picked off and caught stealing as well as scored a run.
Yeah, just really all over the place all day for Robert Newland in this one.
First pitch, swing and a miss. Alma in the 8th will have Karnakam, Chakowski, and Warren, the heart of their order. Likely to face Aprinsky. 0-1. Just missing low. Makes it 1-1. Up and in, nearly hit Newland again. It makes it 2-1. Hawkins would be next. Hornets scored 3 in the bottom of the 2nd. They haven't scored since. Alma scored 1 in the top of the 4th. 2-1. That's in for a strike. Count even. Ballhoff set. Here comes the 2-2. That's in. Did it hit Newland in the chest or did it hit his bat? They say fair ball and it hit his bat. And so he's going to be tagged out.
Yeah, really not sure what happened on that one, but home plate umpire says it hits the bat, and Newland a little surprised about that one.
And so we will go to the 8th. Hornets holding on to a 3-1 lead. When the Michael Jackson plays, you know what that means. Brendan Oprinsky has come into the game for Kalamazoo. Their closer, the fifth-year senior from Macomb, Michigan. Has a 2-0 win-loss record. He started a couple of games this year. He's got 6 saves, which leads the MIAA, going for another one right here. Pitched 36 and 1/3 of an inning, giving up 31 hits, 12 earned runs, 18 walks, 40 strikeouts, 1.35 whip, 2.38 average against, and a 2.97 earned run average. Jacob Davis's day is done for Kalamazoo, and he had quite the gem today. 7 innings, 4 hits, just 1 earned run, a walk, 5 strikeouts, in line for the win as of right now. What an outing for JD on the biggest stage this league has to offer.
Yeah, and as you just said, I mean, 7 innings pitched, only 4 hits, and unfortunately that 1 earned run. But now bringing in Oprinsky, as you said, 6 saves, leading the MIAA, and Kalamazoo really throwing their great pitchers trying to get this win in Game 1 and get to the winner side of things in this tournament.
It's likely going to be Adrian. They lead Hope 7-2 in the top of the 9th, and Jacob Charles is out there going for a complete game. He's at 103 pitches, deep into that one. First pitch is to Carnicom, ball 1. Carnicom is 0 for 3 today. It was Oprinsky who struck out Carnicom in Game 2 of that series as this pitch drops in for a strike. That was the final out of what would clinch Kalamazoo's second straight MIAA regular season championship. 1-1. Just missing with a slider, and that's what you get with Oprinsky. Heavy dose of it.
Yeah, Mets, you beat me to it. I was just about to say, Oprinsky, when you see him out there, you're going to get that solid dose of slider, and he's slider, excuse me, and then maybe change it up with a couple fastballs.
Popped up high into the air, and that one I think was even higher than the last one he popped up. Mills searching for it, makes the catch, 1 down.
Yeah, we need the exit angle on that one as well.
At the launch angle.
Might have beaten that one.
I think it was. I think it went higher. Brings up Chakowski. First pitch in, strike 1. Chakowski is 0 for 2 today. He's been hit by a pitch, scored Alma's lone run. A 1. Fastball just missing high. Chakowski will be followed by Warren, who has been a thorn in the side of the Hornets in this game. 1-1. Slider again. How about that? Good looking slider for a strike. One and 2. From the windup, Oprinsky delivers. Slider outside for a ball.
Yeah, really just trying to get Kukowski to swing at that one, even though way outside.
2-2. Oprinsky delivers again. That's fouled off by Colin Chakowski.
Doesn't try to make him reach on that one, kind of just right down the middle on that one from Oprinsky.
2-2. On the way is flown to left field towards foul territory. Hawkins running a long way, slides, couldn't make the catch. It's like a weird angle on that one. I know it's tough to see on the camera out in left field. You can't really see down the line, but it was an awkward slide for Hawkins.
Yeah, might have overrun it a little bit, trying to track down that ball, and had to slide, stick the glove back out, and just misses.
Count remains 2-2. With 1 down here in the top of the 8th inning.
But no harm, no foul out there in left field.
2-2 again. As he poked into left field, this one's going to stay fair, and Hawkins hardly has to move. And 2 down.
Yep, and Oprinsky comes in right into the heart of this Alma Scott lineup, and 2 up, 2 down for him.
Brings up Kyler Warren. 2 for 3 today. He has singled twice and reached on an error.
Yep, and as we said, Warren was really the only one that got a hold of Davis in these earlier innings.
Looks at a ball on a fastball.
Let's see if Oprinsky can change that here.
One 1-0. Slider again in for a strike. From the windup 1-1, fastball flied into shallow right. Now it's Lockhart's turn to battle the sun. He will do so successfully. And it will end the 8th. Aprinsky comes in, puts the Scots up and down in 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Crunch time in the zoo, and the Hornets leading it 3-1. Six, 7, 8 for the Hornets in the 8th inning. Tanner Hawkins, Lucas Bolton, and Logan Lockhart. Chase Ballhoff is back out for Alma. First pitch to Hawkins is in for a strike. Hawkins today is 0 for 2. He has walked and scored a run. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove. Next 0 and 2. Counts 0 and 2. Ballhoff delivers on the ground to shortstop, and it's through. A base hit to lead off the 8th inning for Hawkins. Gets his first hit of the game, 7th hit of the game for the Hornets. And it will bring up Bolton. 1 for 2 today, bunt, single, and a walk. You almost think a bunt or a stolen base will be coming here as the middle infield moves to double play depth. He shows bunt, pushes it foul. You think they're sticking with the bunt here with 1 strike still?
I'm not really sure, Mets. I'm personally not a fan of bunting here. I think you should go for a hit, but if you want to advance that runner, try to get 1 in for insurance, go for it.
He shows it, lays it down. He's already bunted for a hit once. That time it won't do it. And yes, it will. It pulls Carnicom off the bag. It's going to be a throwing error on the pitcher. Hawkins is going to get held up at third.
Yeah, and Hawkins almost turning that third base corner, trying to come home. Third base coach almost at home plate, trying to tell him to stop.
Mike Ott back nearly to the plate, saying stop. And there's a little bit of a collision between Carnicom and Bolton. Bolton's good to go, though, but if it's 2 on, nobody out.
Are we still saying that Hawkins would have gotten second regardless? Just in case he scores and thinking of runs otherwise.
Brings up Lockhart. Showed bunt, pulled it back. Looked like maybe a squeeze play coming, and pitch missed outside. Lockhart had the RBI walk in the second. He's officially 0 for 1. He also has a sack bunt today. 1-0, shows bunt, lays it down. It is a squeeze play. It works to perfection. Carnicom will step on first to take the out. The Hornets get one here in the bottom of the 8th to take a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, and as you said, a great decision right there by Coach Mike Ott, going with the squeeze play and getting another run in for some insurance.
That means 1 out, a runner still in scoring position for DiDio.
Yeah, not sure even if Oprinsky needs it, but just add some more for safety.
DiDio is 1 for 3 today at an infield single. Scots picked up their first error of the game on the error by Ballhoff. A 1 is low. Makes it 1-1 with the top of the order waiting.
Yeah, and one of your hottest bats today, Cooper Mills.
And the on-deck circle.
Looking to add more in the bottom of the 9th. Top of the 9th, excuse me.
1-1 is fouled off by DiDio. Bolton stands at second base. Hornets have extended the lead to 4-1, tying their largest lead of the game. And this one's popped up and they're not even going to get out of the infield as Tuttle will make that catch. 2 away, update from Adrian. There's 2 outs. Flying Dutch have gotten 2 runs back to make it 7-4 with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning as Adrian brought on Luke St. Antoine to try and close that game out. So Charles doesn't get the complete game, but Adrian's still in very good shape there. 2 outs for Mills, and he looks at a strike. Bolton with a big lead. Mills is going to try and bunt for a hit. This is a tough play. He will do it. Bolton has to dive back into third. He does so safely. Another bunt single for the Hornets today. It's the 4th hit of the game for Cooper Mills.
Yeah, and just an excellent bunt laid right there by Cooper Mills. I mean, kind of in between the first, second, and pitcher, and able to beat it out and obviously advance the runner to third and oppose that up with runners on the corners.
And an update from Adrian. That game has gone final. So Adrian will play at 10 a.m. tomorrow right here against the winner of this game. They beat Hope College 7-4. Hope will play at 1 p.m. against the loser of this game. As out comes Jason Crane. I believe we're getting another pitching change for the Scots here in the bottom of the 8th. Alma makes one more pitching change And they will bring in the freshman Hayden Heilman out of Freeland, Michigan. He's got a 3-4 win-loss record. 3 saves, 40 innings pitched, 39 hits, 15 earned runs, 15 walks, 26 strikeouts, a 2.53 average against, a 3.35 earned run average. Last time he pitched was on Saturday against the Hornets, and that was where Logan Lockhart took him deep to give the Hornets the championship. He will come in with runners at the corners with 2 outs. And facing Harrison Posat. Posat's officially 0 for 2 today with a walk, hit by pitch, reached on a fielder's choice, and then grounded into another one.
And just like a lot of Alma pitchers today, I mean, coming in really in a jam, as you said, runners on the corners and just trying to get out of this inning without adding any more runs to Kalamazoo's insurance.
Posat digs in. It's Bolton at third and Mills at first. Heilman will work from the stretch. First pitch is in for a strike. Mills takes the lead. You almost expect him to see him on the move, and there he goes. In for a strike again. And it will be a stolen base for Mills.
Yeah, McGlade not even going to fire one down there, not even take the risk of letting one in to score.
DI or stolen base, not DI.
0-2 to Posat. Upstairs, and he stayed off of it. It's 1-2.
Yeah, good eye by Posat, and going to need a couple of those to start battling back into this count.
Heilman takes a long look at the pitch come and then comes set to deliver a big 1-2 here as he tries to keep this game within striking distance. And Posat fights it off. Reinhardt will be next.
And Posat just a little bit under that one, and Lighty got a pretty good swing, just unfortunately fouls that one off.
One, two. Swing and a miss. Heilman gets out of the jam and ends the inning. The Hornets add 1 as we go to the 9th. 4-1, Kalamazoo. Top of the 9th inning, it's Brendan Aprinsky. Back out looking for save number 7, trying to get Kalamazoo win number 30 on the season. And put them into a matchup with Adrian tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Alma will start the 9th with Cole Grunwald, followed by Dalton DeAlexander, then Tony Smith.
Leading off, number 6, Cole Grunwald.
Grunwald is 1 for 2 today. Single, sack, bunt, strikeout are his ABs. First pitch, misses inside. For a ball on a fastball.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, Oprinsky really likes to spam the slider, but goes fast on that first pitch.
Missed again with a fastball. It's 2-0.
Staying with it for the first 2, just unable to control it.
As mentioned, 6 saves this year. That leads the MIAA. 2-0. Slider misses high for a ball. He's also 16th in the country in saves and can move up if he can get 3 outs. 3-0. Fastball, slider, in for a strike. Three-one. Slider in again for a strike. And the count back to full.
And just like that, Oprinsky right back into it and gets it full.
Payoff pitch, 3-2. Slider is fouled straight back.
Yeah, and went with a couple of fastballs to start the at-bat and got down 2-0 early, eventually 3-0, and then straight slider since.
3-2 again is flied into foul territory. Newland near the wall. It'll get out of play.
Yeah, just a little bit too far into the visitor bullpen for Newland to go track that one down.
It means Grunwald will continue to hit. Three-two again. Foul off of Grunwald's foot, but he stays alive.
That one will sting for a little bit, but makes it worth it that he's still alive in this one.
3-2 with nobody out here, top of the 9th. Again, deliver, swing and a miss. One away. And it brings up D. Alexander. He was 0 for 1 today. He's got a sac bunt, has walked and reached on a fielder's choice.
And that's what Oprinsky will do for you. I mean, try to go fast to start that one and just right back to the slider.
There's a fastball for a strike.
And there he goes, able to locate that fastball, and it looks pretty when he's able to do it.
0-1. Slider again, popped up. This is going to be near the backstop. It is going to be up against it. Pozak couldn't hold on to it.
Wow.
Would have been an incredible lunging play right near the Alma dugout.
I think he might have had it in his mitt for a second and then juggled it back out and wasn't able to make the play.
And those plays are so tough for catchers, aren't they?
Yeah, trying to run, locate the ball and find it and then track it. And almost made a spectacular play, but just unable to finish it off.
Moves the count to 0-2 to D. Alexander. Here it comes. Slider just missing high, and Opie thought he had strike 3. He'll wind up and deliver a 1-2 quickly, and that one's hit high and deep to left field. Hawkins is tracking it back to the warning track to make the catch.
And that one started to carry a little bit, got worried that might keep going and going and going, but right at the warning track, and Oprinsky able to get his second out, just looking for one more to get out of this one.
2 away, and it's Tony Smith. The final at-bat if Oprinsky puts him down. Needs to get on base and give Stephen McGlade a chance for Alma to get a chance with Adrian. First pitch is a strike fastball.
Yeah, Alma really down right now, but not out of it.
0-1. Slider outside, not by much. Smith today is 0 for 2. He does have the lone RBI on the day for the Scots. He has struck out, sac fly, RBI, and then fielder's choice to win an inning. 1-1. Just missing again with a slider.
What do we think, Matt's another slider coming?
Usually that's the MO. 2-1. You called it, but it's down and away. It's 3-1.
Yeah, and that's 3 in a row really that have gotten away from him outside. See if he can locate one back into the zone right here.
It's 3-1. He goes fastball. It's down and in for ball 4. And so the Scots will get a runner on.
Now batting number 8, Stephen McGlade.
Yep, and as you said, Tony Smith keeps the Scots alive, and up comes McGlade hoping to add on to that.
McGlade is 1 for 2 today. He has singled and struck out. His single came back in the 7th off of Davis. First pitch missed. And it's a ball. One-oh. Prinsky delivers a fastball in for a strike. Should McGlade reach, it'd be Foley next. The critical thing here is avoid the top of the order. Carnicom and Tuttle have struggled today, but you don't want to give them at-bats. 1-1. On the ground to short. Mills will field. Go to second. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. once again here in Kalamazoo.
Yep, and Brendan Oprinsky just doing exactly what Brendan Oprinsky does, and as you said, his 7th save on the season, and again, continuing to dominate in that regard.
So here's the scenarios. Tomorrow, 10 in the morning, Kalamazoo will take on Adrian right here at Woodworth Field. Then at 1 p.m., Alma will take on Hope College. That is an elimination game. That'll be at 1 p.m., as you mentioned. Then at 4 p.m., the loser of Kalamazoo and Adrian will take on the winner of Hope and Alma. That is an elimination game as well. The winner of that game will advance to play Friday to play the winner of Kalamazoo and Adrian. As you look at the numbers from this one, the winning pitcher for Kalamazoo, Jacob Davis. What a gem he threw today. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run it was earned, a walk, 5 strikeouts. Then Brendan Oprinsky comes in to get the save. 2 innings, allowed no runs, no hits, a walk, and a strikeout. The losing pitcher for Alma is Colin Jakowski, pitching 2 innings, giving up 3 earned runs. Ken Fistler, Davin Reif with two and then 1 2/3 of a scoreless inning. Chase Ballhoff allowed an unearned run, and then Hayden Heilman got an out. Multi-hit games for Alma. For Kyler Warren for Kalamazoo, they got 4 hits from Cooper Mills. That's what a guy who has been in this tournament before just does, right?
Yeah, and as you said, a lot of experience over on Kalamazoo's side, and the senior Cooper Mills stepping up huge in this one. Obviously, as you said, 4 for 5 and 2 RBIs early on in this game to build the lead for Kalamazoo.
He had 2 RBIs, as you mentioned. Logan Lockhart also with 2 RBIs. The lone RBI for Alma came from Tony Smith. So, Scoop, Kalamazoo's been here before. They were here last year. Same scenario, different team they're going to play tomorrow. What do you think's the difference? What do they have to do to take down Adrian?
Yeah, and as you said, I mean, they have a lot of experience here, so that'll probably help them out a lot, but their bats just need to stay consistent and keep up with that. You just really can't have a slump here in this tournament when losing one game really sets you back a big ways.
That will wrap us up here from Woodworth Field for tonight. And we remind you, we'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. when Kalamazoo, the number 1 seed, will take on the number 2 seed, the Adrian Bulldogs, in what is essentially the winner's bracket of this tournament. That's signing off for now from Woodworth Field. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me, Dawson Scoop, and thanks for joining me. Final score from this evening in Game 1 of the MIAA tournament. Kalamazoo, 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Alma, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.